America's education system screams, get perfect grades, win at life. But what if academic pressure is crushing your soul? Welcome to Stoic Mind Daily, where we ditch mainstream myths for Stoic wisdom. Today, we're conquering academic pressure without chasing A's or burning out. In 2025, 70% of American students report stress or anxiety from school, with 40% facing burnout from grades and deadlines. Society pushes perfection, but Stoics like Marcus Aurelius teach us to master our minds and find balance, not chase external validation. If exams or expectations are overwhelming you, this video is your path to resilience. Plus, a story of Stoic resilience and insights to reframe your school stress. Let's dive in. Ready to tackle stress like a Stoic? Smash that subscribe button and join Stoic Mind Daily to conquer life's challenges with wisdom. Finish this video and subscribe to unlock the educational benefits that will transform your mindset. We'll expose why the grade-chasing culture fails, how Stoic practices build mental strength, and 6 practical strategies to overcome academic pressure. Every teacher, parent, and college ad in America says, grades define your future. But Epictetus warned, it's not things that disturb us, but our judgments about them. She's up all night, terrified of a B ruining her future. Society says, study harder, succeed, but she's exhausted, not thriving. Stoics would say, stop tying your worth to grades. Master your mind instead. Academic pressure drives 70% of students to stress, and 40% face burnout per 2024 data. Social media flaunts 4.0 GPAs, but real success is mental resilience. 50% of high-achieving students still feel inadequate. Our Texas student isn't just fighting exams. She's fighting a culture that equates scores with value. The system pushes tutoring or meds, but Stoics see stress as a chance to practice virtue. Control your response, redefine success, and find balance. Stoicism offers a way out: self-discipline and perspective. No GPA needed. Why? Chasing grades hands your peace to a system that thrives on your stress. Picture a 20-year-old college student in Texas, drowning in deadlines and exam stress. Academic success isn't about perfect scores. It's about mastering stress with Stoic discipline. America's education system is a pressure cooker, $1.7 trillion in student debt. 70% of students stressed and 40% burned out by grades and expectations. Colleges push GPA as destiny, but Stoics like Seneca disagree. You have all the happiness you need. Tutoring and study apps cost $50 to $200 monthly, with no guaranteed mental relief. Stoics use journaling, visualization, and discipline-free and effective to conquer stress. But Stoics challenge that. What if you could thrive without burnout? That's what we'll explore next. Academic pressure, exams, deadlines, competition is a mindset battle you can control. Relying on grades for self-worth gives power to a system that profits from your stress, not your growth. Stoicism offers free, timeless tools to manage stress and redefine success. No all-nighters required. Studies show 60% of students report anxiety from academic pressure, and 25% consider dropping out due to stress. In America, we're sold the lie that grades equal worth. You might think, I need straight A's to succeed. Academic pressure hits hard. Deadlines, exams, and parental expectations drive 60% of students to anxiety. Society screams, study harder, win. But Marcus Aurelius wrote, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Chasing grades fuels burnout. Stoic practices build resilience and balance. Conquer academic pressure with discipline, not desperation. Seneca used adversity for growth. Reflect for 5 to 10 minutes nightly on how stress builds strength. Step 1. Reframe stress as a test. Journal daily. What can this deadline teach me about resilience? Step 2. Build a morning anchor. Start with 10 to 15 minutes of meditation or deep breathing to calm exam anxiety. Try box breathing. Inhale 4 seconds, hold 4, exhale 4, hold 4. Step 3. Practice negative visualization. Spend 5 minutes daily, imagining failing a test and accepting it calmly. Epictetus method to reduce fear of failure. Step 4. Focus on effort, not outcome. Dedicate study time to consistent effort rather than obsessing over grades, as Stoics valued process over results. Step 5. Cultivate gratitude. List 3 things daily you're grateful for, like access to education or a quiet study space, to shift focus from pressure. Share it in the comments to inspire our Stoic community. Research shows mindfulness reduces academic stress by 30%, and gratitude cuts anxiety by 20%. This builds clarity. Studies show reflection cuts anxiety by 20%. Meditation, like 10 minutes of box breathing, calms the mind. Study with effort, not grade obsession. 1-hour blocks boost retention by 30%. List 3 gratitudes, like I'm thankful for my books. Track wins, like I studied 2 hours without distraction. These Stoic habits beat burnout. Unlike tutoring, these habits are free, sustainable, and build mental toughness. Over months, these build a Stoic system for resilience, reducing academic stress without chasing grades. Step 6. Track personal wins. Log daily progress. Focus study hours. Calmer moments to build confidence. A Stoic habit of focusing on control. Stoics focus on control. Journaling rewires your brain. Neuroscience shows it lowers stress hormones by 25%. Meditation calms exam anxiety, with 80% of users reporting less stress. Focusing on effort over grades aligns with Stoic virtue, reducing pressure. Gratitude boosts mood in 70% of practitioners. Tracking wins reinforces your power. These tools outshine the system's costly fixes. Pause the video. Write one habit like a 5-minute meditation or gratitude list. You can start to manage school stress. Stoic practices empower you where the education system fails. The grade-chasing culture burns out 40% of students, and tutoring or meds rarely address root stress. Journaling. Write. Today's exam stress was tough, but I stayed focused. Start with journaling for 5 minutes nightly. Add meditation, then effort-focused study. You might feel crushed by school, but Stoics see it as a chance to grow. Imagine thriving without burnout. That's what these steps unlock. Imagine a 22-year-old high school senior in California, overwhelmed by college applications and exam pressure. Society says, get perfect scores, but she turns to Stoicism. She journals nightly, asking, what can I control? Academic pressure isn't a trap. It's a chance to build resilience. Build a Stoic plan. Discipline, effort, mindset tools that cost nothing. She meditates daily, focuses on study effort, and practices gratitude for her opportunities. She visualizes failing calmly and tracks her focused hours. Over months, her stress fades, and she feels in control. That's Stoic power. Marcus Aurelius said, what stands in the way becomes the way. Forget the perfect grades mantra. Data shows 70% of students face stress and 40% burn out chasing A's. Journal nightly. What strength did I show in school today? Practice 10-minute morning meditation using free apps like Insight Timer. Visualize failing a test calmly for 5 minutes daily. Study with 1-hour effort-focused blocks, not grade obsession. She read Seneca, learning to see stress as a test of virtue. These align with Stoic principles. Control what you can while the system fails. With 40% of students burning out, her friends noticed her focus. She shared gratitude practices with them. She joined a free study group, turning effort into connection. Tomorrow, try 5 minutes of deep breathing. Study with effort, not grade obsession. List 3 gratitudes. These build a Stoic foundation. This isn't the system's fix, it's a Stoic transformation. List 3 gratitudes daily. Track wins. Log focused study hours or calmer moments. But Stoics challenge that. Start small. 1 journal entry, 1 gratitude. That's the Stoic way to conquer stress. Our senior used a free meditation app, spending 10 minutes daily calming her mind. Science backs Stoicism. Mindfulness reduces stress by 30%. Gratitude cuts anxiety by 20%. Effort-focused study improves retention in 70% of cases. You might think, I need perfect grades. Begin tonight. Journal 1 sentence about your strength. Fear of academic failure isn't about grades, it's about losing control. Society says, score high or you're nothing. But Stoics reframe pressure as a call to act. Journal, meditate, focus on effort. Try 1 day of free strategies: breathing, gratitude, effort. Notice the shift from fear to control. Stoics break this cycle. Journaling cuts stress by 20%. Meditation reduces anxiety in 80%. Effort-focused study boosts confidence in 70%. Try 10 minutes of deep breathing. Study with effort. List 3 gratitudes. These prove you're stronger than pressure. Unlike tutoring, Stoic practices are free and sustainable. Instead of fearing a bad grade, ask, what's 1 step I can take? You're not a victim, you're a Stoic built to grow. You might think, I need A's to be enough. But Stoics find strength within. Seneca said, you have all the happiness you need. Pressure weakens when you focus on your response. Fear of failure drives stress. Studies show 60% of students feel anxious over grades. Journal. Today's stress was X, but I controlled Y. Epictetus faced hardship yet stayed unshaken. Over weeks, these habits build a Stoic system for resilience. You'll fear grades less and live more. Today, we debunked the grade-chasing myth. Stoic practices, refraining stress, meditating, focusing on effort beat America's perfectionist system. Academic pressure is a mindset, not a trap. Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action." Academic pressure is your Stoic training ground for 2025. Comment: what's your biggest school stress, and how will you face it like a Stoic? Like, share, and subscribe to Stoic Mind Daily to keep building your resilient mindset. See you in the next video. Next, we'll tackle coping mechanism deficits with Stoic wisdom.